The Irula, a major tribe distributed in Tamil Nadu, and they can be reached from Delhi by aeroplane, by train, and by bus also. They are concentrated majorly in Tamil Nadu and the border districts of other states such as Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, and Pondicherry regions. The Irula call themselves as Erlar or Poosari, while the neighbors refer to them as Eralollu, Irulas, Shikari and Pujari. The term Irula is derived from the word Irul, which means black or dark. Irula speak Irula, a dialect. The Tamil script and the regional scripts they will be using for writing. The Irula dialect belongs to the Dravidian stock. Based on the geographical location and the substance of economy, we can classify the Irulas into two categories. One, who are inhabiting in the hill regions of the Western Ghats, such as Nilgiris, the Wayanad, Madumalai, Bandipur regions of Western Ghats, are still mainly dependent on the forest resource, and the second category is the plain Irula, who are living in the plain regions of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Kerala regions, which are the districts adjoining to the Tamil Nadu region and having agriculture labor and food gathering as their main occupation. The Irula claim that they are the descendants of a Rishi, a holy man who lived after the Yuga Paralayam or great deluge and was under the malignant influence of a curse. The Rishi, who was in sympathy among the Irula tribe and started living with them, and also he had several children. A legend states that a goddess was interested to create people who could collect honey without being stung by bees, and she created Irula out of her sweat, who was successful in collecting honey without stung. The Irula claim that Lord Murugan or Subramanyam Swami, son of Lord Shiva, is as their son-in-law. They believe that Valli, the wife of Subramanyam Swami, belonged to their caste. So even today, all the Irulas celebrate the annual festival of Valli and Subramanyam by offering honey and boiled roots and tubers to Lord Murugan and Valliamma. The Irula settlement is called as Eralollu, which means village. On an average, we find 20 to 30 households in each village of Irula. The Irula huts are called as Kora. The huts are built of mud, sticks, and roofed with leaves of a different kind. The houses are divided into living and sleeping apartments. The floor is raised above the ground and there is a veranda in front of the house. This is the palm leaves made with the palm leaves. You can hear, these are made with the palm leaves. We have coconut leaves thatched huts. We have the grass thatched huts, sugar cane leaves, which you can observe here. Sugar cane waste, that is leaves which we will be using for the hut, construction of this house. So we can find here in this among the Irulas, because of the poverty, they made the construction of their houses with the palm leaves, coconut leaves, grass and sugar cane waste. That is, this is the conditions of their living here in the most of the tribals. You can here, which I had told making of the house. You can see here This is made with the palm leaves. The palm leaves, and it is not a bamboo. This is a country wood which he has brought from the forest, and he has made the piles. Each house is having a one stem. Here is one, and they made it one simple house, thatched one, and sides he will be making the walls, mud walls, and a small window will be there. This is the facial profile in general is broad, with a broad and high forehead, a moderate chin and prominent cheek bones imply an oval face with a short and broad nose. The complexion is between moderately brownish and black. Few of male of younger generation, however, have taken to cropping their hair. Their females put the hair in the middle and tie it into a knot on the back. Except for a few, most people among them have different hairstyles. Men used to wear the dresses like dhoti, shirt, banyan and towel. Nowadays the younger generation are wearing pant and shirt. The hairstyle of the Irulas also has changed to a great extent. Once they used to have the tuft and beard. Now they change it to the hairstyle to the like a modern plain people, so that you can observe here. The women wear a sari and a blouse like any other Hindu woman. Matikuchi. Matikuchi is the woman who performs the deliveries here. Now in this village there is no Matikuchi, she has died. So they are going for the deliveries to the PHC center, public health center in nearby a public health center. That is what she is telling. So the mother will be given different type of meat of different fleshes. That is what is the fleshes using? Yeli, rat, udutha, that is squirrel, udumbu, that is lizards. Then Ame, that is turtle. Mail, that is a peacock. All type of birds. All type of birds. Meat will Kavijeri. Katupani, that is wild boar. So all these flesh, she will be given that, she will, after eating, she will be giving the breastfeeding to the child. The child will be healthy. So that is what they believe, and they will be eating. So rats and squirrels are the general food they will be giving regularly to the mother. See, when the mother's milk comes down, what they will do, they will take the ragi powder, that is ragi powder. They add uppu, salt, thanni. So they will prepare the ragi gruel with adding a salt or a sugar, and that gruel will be given as a major food, subsistence of the food for the child. After 6 months, they will give such a type of food. அப்போ அவனுக்கு எலி எல்லாம் எந்த வயசுல குடுக்குறீங்க நீங்க? எலி 6 மாசத்துக்குள்ளவே She is telling within 6 months, it's a third month itself they start giving the rats, squirrels, they will give that flesh to the kids. So this boy, So small kids itself, they will learn to roast the squirrels and rats, and they like eating the squirrels and rats. That is the important subsistence for these children. அந்த மாதிரி என்ன இருக்கா? அது மாதிரி ஒண்ணும் கிடையாது. எல்லாமே சாப்பிடுவாங்க. There is no food prohibited for when the woman is pregnant. All things they will be eating. So that is what they believe them, that God will save them. No infanticide among these populations. the no child will be dying before coming out from the mother. That is one of the important. They will pray the God that even if the child died, then they will be giving it rebirth after praying this their God. That is their main belief system. Irula follow endogamy. They marry within the community. They won't go for outside the community. Generally, the marriage is performed within the community. They have the clan system. Here, in the society, we have the 12 clans. 12 clans. Within the clan, they won't marry. Outside the clan, only they have to marry. Now, let us find out how many clans are there in this Irula community and names of the clans which we will ask. அந்த கோத்திரத்தை நேம் சொல்றீங்களா? என்னென்ன பேர் என்ன சொல்றீங்களா? சொல்லுங்க, ஒன்னொன்னா சொல்லுங்க. இப்போ நாங்க காட்டூராரு ஒன்னு, ஐராறு, குன்னூராறு, புல்லூராறு, ராஜுலோல்லு, கரகத்தாமோடு, ஆறுகிலாமோடு, நாரிகிலாமோடு, குண்லூராமோடு, கரகத்தாமோடு சொல்லியாச்சு. மயிலேறு மோடு, மயிலேறு பாடியாமோடு, தர்மராஜாவோடு. Okay. So they have the 12 clans among these people.
நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு மாமன் பொண்ணும் ஒரு அத்தி பொண்ணும் இப்படியா படத்தில் அந்த மாதிரி சமுதாயத்தில் போயிட்டு அந்த வீட்டில் பொண்ணு இருக்குது அப்படின்னா ஏதாவது ஜஸ்டமாக போய் கேட்குறோம். ஏதாவது ஜஸ்டமாக அவங்க கொடுக்குறோன்னாக்கா வாங்கி
அத்தை பொண்ணு மாமன் பொண்ணு அக்கா பொண்ணு முறை இருக்குது உங்களுக்கு.
இருக்குது.
ஸோ தே ஃபாலோ தி மேரேஜ் சிஸ்டம் பை கன்சாங்குனஸ் மேரேஜ் சிஸ்டம் இஸ் ப்ரிவலண்ட் அமாங் தேம். பிராந்தி அந்த மாதிரி கொடுக்குறது. தி betrothal ceremony is called as pariyam. அதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. On this day the bridegroom has to pay bride price, which is called as a pariyapanam to the bride parents. So, in olden days, they used to pay pariyapanam 1 rupee 25 paise to 5 rupees 25 paise. But nowadays, they raise the bride price to an amount of 1100 rupees 25 paise. The 25 paise is included because they believe that if 25 paise included, their life will be good and have long lasting married life. Polygamy exists among this tribe. Sororate and liberate is practiced. Remarriage of widow and widower is allowed. Marriage by elopement and marriage by exchange and marriage by capture is also observed among these people. Generally, they practice marriage by service. Here we can observe the marriage by service is followed by these people. Is existing among these people. He is the man who has serviced all these people. They have serviced for 1 year in their houses, and after accepting him as a bride, then the marriage took place. So marriage by service is and marriage by arrange is the general practice among these people. Good. Marriage is a simple function which will be performed in the bridegroom's house. The expenditure will be met for the bridegroom only. Even after the service of 1 year, the boy has to spend huge amount of money for the marriage. That is why most of the Irula tribes prefers to elope. Marriage by elopement is widely practiced among them. Divorce is practiced in this community. The divorce is allowed with the approval of the Kula Panchayat, that is the traditional Panchayat. And divorcee and divorced men can marry other people. The traditional substance of economy for the Irula is food gathering, hunting, fishing, and collection of the minor forest produce. This is the roots and tubers which are collecting from the forest and also in the plain lands. You can see here this is the yam root which they are collecting from the soil. So every day it is the duty of the male and female to go for the field and collect the roots and tubers. So he is telling that every day he is collecting these roots, and sometimes they will boil it and they will eat it, or sometimes they will roast on the fire, they will eat. These are some of the fruits which they have collected from the forest and they will eat. So they are very important diet for them. The fruits which I am also consuming is very good for the health, especially for the gastrointestinal infections and ulcer problems. It will be cured. So these are the major food for them from the forest. Apart from this, fishing is also very important substance of economy for them. Here you can see they have the tank fishing, river fishing, and side water fishing they will be doing. Here you can see the different kind of fishes they have collected, including the turtle, the shells, which are all unique fishes which generally not available in the market. Is the turtle. You can see the fish, how it is living. These are the shells which has been collected by themselves. They will also go for a small game. Here you can see the boy who is preparing a net for catching the small game like rabbit, cats, rats, squirrels here. So generally the children which are in the age group of 7 to 15, they will go for the small game for catching the wildlife. Here he has made the nest. Now he wanted to get a cat or a rat. You can see here. Yes, he has got a cat. The Irulas are experts in catching the rats and snakes. And every Irula family, they will be having their own dogs. Here you can see they use the dogs to identify the rat holes where they are living. Here you can see the rats are identifying the rat holes. You can see the dog how it is digging by itself and pushing his mouth to catch the rat. So this is the unique characteristics of the dogs. And now he is making the smoke where the rat houses are there, holes. From that the smoke will go and the rat will die. Then they will collect the rats. It is the unique way of catching the rat. See, the dogs will be there smelling the rat smell. And after 5 to 10 minutes, they have catched the rat. You can see here the rats which he has got by catching. Generally, the rats and squirrels and shells, they will roast it on the fire and they will eat as it is. They won't prepare any curry with the rat meat and shell meat. So here you can see he is roasted and eating the flesh as such. Even the fish, they will roast it on the fire. Here you can observe, this is the fish they have roasted on the fire and they are removing the skin like a banana he is removing. The fish, you can see here the flesh which is really very tasty. Yeah, it is like a very soft and very tasteful, which you can eat and enjoy the flesh of the fish. Few of them are also having basket making as a main occupation. Both men and women will be doing the baskets. Here you can observe the women participation in basket making, and also the contribution for the family economy is more compared to that of men. It is commercially sold in the markets and they will get a good amount of money for the baskets. Nowadays, the basket making is coming down. Apart from this, they are also good in snack catching. They are experts, you can say. Here you can see the snake he has catched, cobras and different type of snakes they will catch, and they remove the skin. Skin is having a very good market value. Here you can see he is cutting the skin for extraction of the skin, and he has extracted the skin. You can see it will be sold in the market around 500 to 800 rupees a skin based on the length and width of the skin. This is also one of the major source of economy for few families. Monitor lizard, a delicacy for the Irula tribe. They will spend days together to catch this monitor lizard.
Trees, he has collected that shoot from by digging the soil. He has collected it and he has brought it, and this shoot he is removing all these things. Inside we have the tender pulp. This in many of the tribal areas I used to eat and live on this food. Generally, especially in Orissa state where we have visited for the field work, I have eaten this food for several times. And here also among Irulas, this is a very good food and healthy food also. You won't get hungry for the entire day if you eat one shoot. Which most of the Irula tribal women will be collecting from the forest. It is a poison. It will be sold in the market. There are business people, they will commercial usage is used for medicine. If you eat this one, a person will die within no time. It's a poisonous. So sometimes, the Irulas, those who are dissatisfied with his life, they will eat and they will die. It's a very, very, very poisonous root. In పేరు చెప్తున్నావు పసరపల్లి గడ్డ. They had to sell. These tips are very important for them. If it is there, then only they will purchase in the market. Otherwise, they won't purchase. That is why they will keep very safely, and they will collect it. They will keep it, and a kilo it will be sold for 300 to 500 rupees in the market. Is a Satyamma deity they will be worshipping in this village. That is the main deity. All the people in the village, they will join together, contribute 500 rupees for each family and worship that deity by sacrificing a goat. A goat is sacrificed on that day. That they will pray the god Satyamma. Once the god has given, accepted their worship, she will ask for the sacrifice. Then they will sacrifice the goat, and the goat sacrifice, the flesh will be prepared a meal for all the people, and they will share all the villagers. That is one of the important functions. Religion is very important for this Irula tribe. Most of the tribes, they have their own religion about animism and nature worship. Here also same, the Irulas also worship the nature and the spirits, and also they are more religious compared to any other tribes in the world. So here you can see the worship of this is the Kollapuriyam god. ಇದಮ್ಮ ಎಂದೆಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಾವುದು ಇಂದಮ್ಮ
ವಾಂತಿ ಬೇಜ ಆಗುದಂತೆ ವಾಂತಿ ಬೇಜ ಪಾರಾಂಗ್ ಬಾರೆ ಅಂದಮ್ಮ ಇದು.
So this is the deity, important deity for the worship of the vomiting and dysentery. Some of them the cholera and plague will be coming. At that time they will be worshipping this god, so that the god will be protecting the Irulas from that disease. This is another god. இது என்ன பேர் சொன்னீங்க?
அது முத்துமாரி அம்மா
This is the
அம்மா
முத்துமாரி.
ஊத்துதே அம்மா
ஒரு
ஊத்துது
நிமிஷம் இரு. இது எடுத்து
அம்மா
This is the முத்துமாரியம்மன் god.
முத்துமாரி அம்மா
So this is when smallpox and other measles comes, they will be worshipping this god. This god protects from the measles and smallpox and other infectious diseases. This is the one they will be worshipping. Now, இது புடிங்க.
இது பெரிபால் தம்மா.
This god is called as Peripal Tamma, and we have a crystal here. இது என்னம்மா இது? அச்சா. Okay. So this is the Peripal Tamma. இந்த அம்மா என்ன இதுக்கு இது?
இவங்க எல்லாம் அக்கா தங்கச்சிங்களே.
So all these three gods. இது அம்மா பேர் என்ன?
கொல்லாபுரி அம்மா.
கொல்லாபுரி அம்மா,
முத்துமாரி அம்மா,
முத்துமாரி அம்மா,
பெரிபால் தம்மா.
Peripal Tamma. These are the three sisters. These three sisters they will be worshipping. Three sisters protecting the Irulas from various infections and diseases. இந்த சாமி என்ன செய்யறது? இது எதுக்காக யூஸ் பண்றீங்க?
இது மூணு பேர் ஒரு అక్క తangasi
ఏం వచ్చి గర్భంగా ఉంటే డెలివరీ కాకుండా ఉంటారు కదా వాళ్ళకి గురి చేసి ఆమె పెడితే
So this is the god worshipped for the இந்த பேர் என்ன? இந்த பேர் என்ன? Peripal Tamma is important deity for them. When a pregnant lady wanted to go for delivery,
తిరుక్కొని ఉంటే ఆ దేవతలను పోయి పట్టుకుంటే వాళ్ళు దాన్ని సక్కంగా తీసుకొచ్చి డెలివరీ చేయిస్తారు అనేది ఆమె.
When the child is turned before delivery, then this god, if you pay, the god will turn that baby into the direct to the fetus, and the delivery will be easy. So that is why they will be worshipping this god. So it is a very important one anthropological significance we can observe here. These three gods are very important for this Irula.
The Irulas worship different gods such as Satyamma, Kateriyamma, Kuruparayanamma, Muniswaran, Bhadrakaliamman, Nagamma, Maniyatamma, and other gods. All the Irula, irrespective of clan differences, worship their respective Kula Devata, that is the clan deity, and the Kudumba Devata, the family deities. They have their own way of worshipping.
All the Hinduism, that is you can call as a Sanskrit tradition also exist among them. அவங்கெல்லாம் யாருமா? அல்லாஹ் ஒண்ணே. கன்னிமார். So இப்போ இந்த கன்னிமார் எதுக்கு நீங்க பூஜை பண்றீங்க?
ஏதோ நம்ம ஊரு நல்லா இருக்கணும். யாரன வந்து பார்த்து நம்ம கோவில கட்டி நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணும்ன்றது ஒரு கிச்சன் பத்தி நான் வெள்ளிக்கிழமை செவ்வாய்க்கிழமை அவங்கள பார்த்து போட்டு நான் போஸ்ட் செய்யணும்.
போஸ்ட் செய்றேன். நாமத்துக்காக செய்றீங்க. For my family, Munishwara is my family deity. So the first transfer in my family, if any newborn child is there, first hair offering will be given to the Munishwara only. In my family, my children, my father, myself, my forefathers, all we are worshipping the Munishwara. So for us, Munishwara is the family deity. And we have the Lord Venkateshwara and Shiva and other deities also. They are not our family deities. They are deities of Hindu pantheon, and also for our religious deities we will be following. So as a traditional, we have to give hair offering to the Munishwara. That is the Munishwara he is worshipping. He is a important and powerful god, not only for the tribals but also majority of the Hindus in this South Indian region. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు పూజ చేసేదేంబా?
అదే అవేనా మునేశ్వరుడు కన్యా
Saptakanikas, which I had told, 7 sisters. 7 sisters are powerful gods, not only the tribals, many of the Hindu caste people also worships. So initially, if you can see that these are the Irulas are the traditional priests for the many of the Hindus. almost all the castes, if you take into the religion origination, from them only it has been emerged to the Hindu caste people. So Saptakannikas and Munishwara is a very, very important deities for some.
Irulas are experts in telling Guri, that is astrology. Now we can see the invoking the goddess Adi Parasakti or Satyamma to come onto her body, which is called as Avahana. To tell about the Guri of an individual, which includes past, present and future. We can observe here how she is invoking the goddess. After the Avahana of goddess, she cools down and start telling about the individual, future, past and present. Now she is invoking, now she is cooling down. That means in a goddess is entered her body. Now she is telling about the Jyotishyam.
இதே கூரானிலே ஓடி வந்து ஐயோ ஐயோ என்ன ஓடு ஆடுன்னு நீ மறந்தாலே நான் மறக்க மாட்டேன் என்னெல்லாம் வேறுங்குதா மகளே நான் கூட மறக்கல நம்பி வந்தவங்களுக்கு மகளே என்னோட முடிஞ்ச உதவி செஞ்சுங்கன பார மகளே நான் கூட மறக்கல உங்கள தாயே என்னோட கோப்பரைங்க ரொம்பட்டும் மகளே பாரம் பாரம் ஏண்டா பேரா என்னோட கொப்பரை ரொம்பவே எப்படிதான் நான்.
Apart from worshipping their traditional gods, the Irulas adopted to worship many Hindu gods and goddesses of little tradition. Over a period of time, the Irulas adopted the Brahmanic way of worshipping the gods. In every worship of the gods and goddesses, the Irula used to sacrifice the animals. With the influence of the Hindu culture, the animal sacrifice has been reduced to a great extent. They also started worshipping the Hindu gods such as Murugan, Shiva, Vinayaka, Ayyappa and goddess Lakshmi, Saraswati and Ishwari. The Irulas have their traditional panchayat system. The head of the village is called as Ur Moopan or Pinapedda. He is assisted by 6 members or a group who are involved in the village activities like marriage, religion, political activities and other social activities. The Ur Moopan is assisted by Pujari or other members who are called as Kuridali is a secretary, Vandari is a assistant secretary and a Pujari who performs the pujas and rituals. He is also one of the member. The position of Ur Moopan and other office bearers are hereditary. The Urmuppan organizes the festivals of the village. He conducts the village court and passes the judgment. The case is generally decided by the traditional panchayat or drivers, elopement, theft, illegal entry into the other boundaries. The traditional panchayat also takes care of the performance of the marriage rituals, life cycle rituals, death rituals, and village annual festivals and rituals. As a community, all the people participate in all the rituals, whether it is a family ritual or a village ritual. This is an important aspect which shows the integrity of the tribal culture among the Irulas. The Irulas are good in ethnomedical practices. They have their own ethnomedicine. Let us look in detail into their ethnomedicine practices.
Gastrointestinal disease.
மந்திரத்தில் யாருக்கு ஓட்டுங்க
So snake bite he will be curing by giving the root medicines. Otherwise he will be reciting a mantra. With that mantra this will be coming out. This is called as Esalary, which they will be using for many of the diseases. They will boil this with the oil and it will be consumed by them. Even for the small babies, regularly they will be giving this root extract from the oil for daily, so that when the scorpion bites in a pot, it has to be kept in the boiled water for some time, and it has to be kept after rubbing. It has to be kept on this place where the scorpion bite, so it won't fall. It fixes there till the poison it sucks, then only the seed will fall. So this is the important seed which we will be using for curing the scorpion bite infection. Medicine, and what type of medicine? Roots and leaves, different type of plant material has been collected by him for using the treatment of various diseases. Now we are going to discuss on each item, the name of the plant, local name, and also the kind of disease and treatment they will be doing. Swami, చెప్పు ఇది ఏమిటి ఏ ఆకుది దీని పేరు ఏంటి
ఎలిమురికి ఆకు
దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎలుమురికి ఆకు దేనికి రోగాలకు బోన్ ఫ్రాక్చర్ లెగ్ ఫ్రాక్చర్
రొమ్మునొప్పి రాని
చెస్ట్ పెయిన్
దేనికి ఉద్దిపప్పు కోడిగుడ్డు
సో ఫర్ దిస్ we have to use uddipappu and egg, crush it and apply to the body. Adeste saripothundi kada. Poosi gudda suttala. Cloth around the cloth, then the bone fracture will be cured. Atne pattestindi. So till the pain cures, the cloth will not be loosened. Automatically when the pain comes down, the cloth will be loosened and it will be all right. That is, this is used for bone fractures. Okay. This is
ఇది పురుకాటుకు అంటే పై మందుకు ఇది బాగా నూరేసి టెంకాయ సామర్లు వేసి కాంగబెట్టి కళ్ళుగా ఉంది చూడు కడుపుకు మందు వేరా
ఓకే ఓకే పైన పూసేది దీని పేరు ఏంటి
ఇదా ఒకటి కాదు 10 దినుసులు ఉంది దాంట్లో
ఓకే దిస్ ఈజ్ a mixture of different type of plant fiber. So this is used for when the insect bites, this will be made into a paste and applied to the skin so that insect allergy will comes down. That is was the treatment. Woman is periods, the stomach pain will be coming, so bleeding will be there. So at that time, to protect from the stomach pain and other things, this is din parenti pere unundi diniki Nilgiri. This is called as Nilgiri plant. This is one chili seeds, lasan it will be added, it will make it a paste and it will be given for the woman. So automatically it will be reducing the pain and also the bleeding. That is the important one of this plant.
ఇది దానికి ఇది ఇదంతా వచ్చి ఇది కొరికినా దీంట్లో చుట్టూ మంది ఇది చుట్టూ.
So snake bite, any kind of insect bite in scorpion, this is made into a paste and applied to the అది తినాలనా లేదంటే పైన పెట్టేదేనా కుట్టిన చోట?
కడుపు.
So it has to be eaten, paste should be eaten, then automatically the poison will be reduced, he will be all right in no time.
బాగా నూరేసి
Paste. ఇది
అది వచ్చి అది పురుకాట్లకి ఇచ్చేది.
ఏం పేరు ఏంది దీని పేరు?
దాని పేరు వస్తపట్ట.
Is called as vastapatta. This is also used for insect bite, to cure the insect bite. ఈ గింజలు ఏంటి?
అదంతా వచ్చి అంగిటే తీసుకుని వచ్చేది తోక మిరియాలు.
This is called as toka, generally white discharge, and also when the stomach problem for anybody, male or a female, if you have stomach, especially gastrointestinal diseases, it will be cured. They make a paste and it will be eaten. That is what.
ఇది ఇట్లా కారణాలు
ఇది
గుడ్డ పోతే దానికి
if a red discharge will be there for females, it is made a paste and it will be given. The red discharge will be stopped. దీని పేరు ఏంటి?
దాని పేరా అయితే అడవి మధ్య.
అడవి మరిది.
మధ్య కాదు, నారగలి.
నారవెల్లి
అంటే ఇది ఒక కడిమో. కడి ఇప్పట్లో గురిలో పోవాలా వేసుకున్నా అంటే క్లీన్గా ఏడపోవాలా, ఏం చెప్పాలా, నీకు ఏమి ఉంది, ఏం జరుగుతుంది.
దీని పేరేమి? This is the kadiyam, which generally when he is going to tell about the astrology, that is the future of an individual. If you ask, he will be wearing this one and he can able to get the vision of your particular person, so that he can able to tell you, about an individual. That is the greatness of this medicine, which will be used for joint pains and back pains. They will crush it and make it a paste. If you given, all these water content in the body will be removed, and the joint pains, when leg is broken or any bone is broken, or if you have any nervous problem, this will be applied to the body so that it will be cured. This is a snake extracted oil, Jaripotu oil, which you have seen.
The oil is extracted from this snake. It is called as Jaripotu, and the oil is called as Jaripotu oil. For abortions, still they are following their age-old practices of inserting a ganneru leaf into the vagina. Here you can see this is the ganneru leaf, and both the sides of the ganneru leaf they will be removing. It is a crude way of getting the abortion done. See here, only with the stem of the leaf they have prepared, and they will insert inside the vagina this leaf stem. Then it will be kept for one night, then automatically the abortion takes place. When the leaf is torn or broken inside the vagina, the lady will die. According to her, she says that many of the young girls before marriage they will get pregnant, and many of them will be dying because of this problem. Now there is a need of awareness among the Irula women to not to go for this kind of abortions. Presently, the Irula are facing several problems for their survival. Due to the interference of outside non-tribals and forest policies and programs, They are being exploited, alienated, and losing control over their environment and thereby struggling to survive. The loss of forest is posing a great problem, especially for women who take the responsibility to feed themselves and their family. The Irula are struggling for their survival. Several of them lost their lands and houses because they are not having the patta for their lands. Pressure on the land has increased, so they are forced to shift their houses into the periphery areas of the hill regions or to the villages of the plain people. None of the Irula possess the patta lands or patta for their households. The Irula are facing a threat for their survival. Presently, they are depending on the rice and pulses supplied to the public distribution system. It is observed many of the Irulas going for agriculture for different places as groups. We can call it as also group migration for a period of 6 to 5 months for agriculture purpose, and they will earn the money and they will come back to their settlements. This is one of the important economy which you can observe here. The migrant tribals working in the farm of agriculture area in different regions, which is more predominant, especially among the plain Irulas. The migration to the different places, sometimes they are going to the different states. This you can see here. The Irulas are making the mango garden drip irrigation, working for about 3 to 6 months. They will work here and they will go back to their places and stay for 3 months in their native place, and again they will be coming back for agriculture purpose. This is one of the substance of economy for many of the plain Irulas presently. Due to lack of education and requisite skills, Irulas are not able to take advantage of the new economic opportunities which have been grabbed by the plain people migrated to the tribal areas where Irula are concentrated. The dropout rate is more among the school-going children in the plain areas than compared to the hill areas. The main cases are poverty and tribal certificates. Many of them are drop out because they are not able to get the certificates of their own caste in the 8th standard. I have studied up to 6th standard and I am not able to continue my studies because I am not able to produce the Jati certificate. So the school authorities not allowed me to continue my studies. This is the problem which we are facing. How I can get Jati certificate, that is the caste certificate. Without the caste certificates, they are telling not to come to the school. We have approached many officials, but none of them are giving us the caste certificates. If I will allowed, I am ready to go and study in the school. I am also educated up to 8th standard and I was forced to discontinue my course because I am not able to produce the Jati certificate or the caste certificate. It is becoming a very big problem among the Irulas. I am also studied up to 10th standard and I am not able to produce the caste certificates. That is why I have discontinued. The government has provided residential schools in the Nilgiri district and why not, and also the hill areas. The Irula who are living in the Nilgiri hills and the hill areas are far better than the living Irula in the plain areas because there is a lack of residential schools in the plain regions. Here you can observe the children not at all gone to the school, still they are living with their parents in the age-old tradition of food gathering and hunting. Here you can see this family is living totally in agricultural farm and solely dependent on the forest and forest produce. The children never gone for the school. The Irula are in need of protected drinking water, permanent houses for their living, regular agricultural employment through NRGA scheme, patta for their lands, especially for the houses who are inhabiting in the hill regions for their lands. The government policies and the schemes are very good, but at the implementation level, it failed. To develop and protect the Irula, we need a holistic approach for the implementing of the welfare programs. The response to the government welfare programs are very good.
The entire water will be there.
You can observe here the pathetic conditions of living of Irulas in the plains. They are not able to get the water, they are not able to have the shelter, and the day-to-day life, they are not able to eat one meal a day fully. That is the conditions of living. So there is a need
Are the dominant tribe in
to
South
take
India,
care of
which is
these
observed here.
aborigines who are
South India,
biologically, genetically distinct population on the earth.
Kerala, Karnataka,
It is not only the problems of
they are dominant.
survival, but also the problems of exploitation is also increasing here. Here we can observe how the girls are exploited by the plain people.
A person came here and worked here for 1 year, and she was. The parents were impressed with his work, and he was taken away. This girl to Karnataka. After great suffering, the girl came back here, and that person who has beaten and given a lot of cruel treatment. Finally, she came back here and joined with the parents. A kind of exploitation is going on among these poor tribes. So it is necessary that we have to take care of these young female children in protecting from this kind of exploitation.
The Irula, an important tribe who are living from the ages in South India, are facing the problem of their existence. So it is our duty to protect the aborigines before they extinct from the planet. The policy makers, the administrators and the bureaucrats, politicians and the citizens of India should come forward to help these aborigines. If you are not going to conserve these populations, they may extinct from the planet very soon. It is an appeal that we all should join together to protect these endangered aborigines.
Earrings, everything.
Kamale konista
She is telling
sainalu
Kamal. The boy will be giving Kamal bangles. You fell in love with me. That boy is asking. That is the song I feel.
Vujana namenda premelane suturu sainalo Bengaluru kamalo nakaina techistaave sinadana namenda premelane vujana namenda manuselone suturu hangitlo sarataina yetestara sinada
that girl fallen in love. She is inviting to come with me. I will get you a shirt and a pant in this Chittoor town.
మల్లెపూలు తీస్తా తెగ పూలు కొనిస్తా నా మీద ప్రేమలో రాసినాడా నా మీద మనసులో
The boy is telling that I will give you the jasmine flowers
నా మీద
and chamanti flowers to you, and you fell in love with me.
వేలూరు చిన్నవాడా నా మీద పూజానా నా మీద మనసులోనే మల్లెపూలు తీసిస్తా తెగ పూలే కొనిస్తా నా మీద మనసులోనే పూజానా నా మీద మనసులోనే పూజానా నా మీద మనసు.
Good song. She has done a very good song. Okay.
వెళ్ళాలి